Alright. Good morning! To me actually having, like, a little bit of time to play a bit. Since I didn't really have time the last few days. Okay. You live then. But basically what I want to do today is have a little spat with the golden boys that were popping up after we beat Astarion. These guys. Oh, I should probably go ahead and... Okay, so he spin. He does that. Okay, if I'm too far away, he does that. And if I'm too close, he does the spin. Or maybe not. The spin can be parried like that. Alright, appears as if he has... Oh, these can be parried as well. Have a heal. Parry too early. Have another heal. Ow. Alright. I think that's gonna be mostly fine. I don't think he's gonna be that difficult. I do not think he'll get a second phase since he's not technically a boss. Also, I do like that he retains the elements of Veredicto, since he is basically like the Veredicto boy. While I find it funny to fight him with Veredicto, I don't think that's really feasible because Veredicto do not parry. Also, I should probably make sure I'm just at full health when fighting him. But yeah, been at an event for the last few days. Which was mostly just sitting around, moving some stuff. I'm only helping. I'm only volunteering as basically like a help up. So I'm not really doing all the complicated stuff. Except for fuck you, dude. Hate this guy. The only really complicated stuff I do is game mastering Blood on Clock Tower, but that's about it. And I only do that last Saturday and this Saturday, so... And I wouldn't really call it complicated either. It's mostly just like paying attention to what everyone does. Alright, dodged it. Yeah, the fact that you can parry this guy, I should also maybe switch prayer. You know what, let's try this one. I'm just gonna send it immediately. Right, that didn't go great. So the things exploded. I don't actually remember if they're supposed to. Go ahead, I'm just gonna go ahead and confess.
Do you?
So we have the full bar. And the focus is gonna just be on fighting these guys. Well, this guy is really annoying. Really starting to annoy me. I'm gonna go above. Could you, like, come closer? Alright, got him out. We're also thinking of getting the Blood Clock Tower, like... What is it? The Blood Clock Tower online app, so we can play online. Ah, shit! Forgot my alarm again. That always happens. Not used to streaming on weekdays early on. Alright, let me turn off the alarm. And the next one. And the one after that. Okay. Can I just send this at you? Yes. Also, his swing. Okay, so the fireball does 3 damage, while the swing does 4. However, it's really easily shown which is which. I just need to not be bad. You know what? I think I'm just gonna take this, because if he's just out of range... spamming his fireballs at me, I can spam the projectiles, the blighted projectiles back. Alright. I think the blighted projectiles might be the best option there. Also, yeah, this does not count as a boss because he doesn't get the intro cutscene. Not sure where he went here. Have a heal. Ow. Have another heal. I thought I parried there, but apparently not. But yeah, this guy also has just a shit ton of health. I'm actually thinking of whether I want to... I need to see something. I want to check if this guy actually just deals more damage to the boss. I don't think it will, because it already deals less damage than... But we can maybe just increase that via the altar pieces. Like if I switch in for a full Ruega Alba build, like increase the damage there, increase the duration of the blood pack. That's not really that relevant, but whatever. Afflicted when life is low. Life is at its maximum. Just have all the favors in, like the Jalok's favor.
Do you?
Let's see if we deal more damage with that. Alright, that went better than expected. We can still parry with this. Apparently I can't parry. Apparently I'm just too dumb to do. I had hoped he would start with this fireball, but it didn't. Would actually be kind of funny if they were just weak to the element of their respective weapon. I kind of doubt that. The blood pact will definitely not really help me, I don't think. Honestly, I feel like if I get verdadera destreza, that spin attack has the same issue as Astarion's. It can gank you into a corner and then just deal contact damage before you can react. I too have a miracle. Yep, the exact same issue. I think Verdadero Distress is probably my best choice. I can dodge through the spin. If I'm just... I should probably equip the damage bonus stuff for the sword for Sarmiento then. I have a feeling that Sarmiento may be the best option for most of them. Oh, you don't have... Okay, that's fine. Get me the trader and... Sure, hop for now. I have all 6 equipped, but you, the dance, you don't actually do anything. Right. Alright. Try to do it again. Okay, him doing that well in the corner so I can't dodge behind him is a bit annoying. Yeah, I think this was definitely the right choice. The ability to parry was paramount, and then this is just the highest damage weapon. Alright, next. I'm just gonna pray to go back to the city. I don't even know if I have anything for you, I don't think so. Travel between Pleadue. Travel to Uruega Alba is the second one, so that's if I recall correctly, that's up there somewhere. Alright. Someone has some heavy machinery active out there and I hate it. Well, fuck you too. So you can parry them. For now I need to check if Ruega Lava is actually here, because I completely forgot where you get that. That is actually really fucking stupid. That I can parry him and then take contact damage, so I can't actually counter slash. That again seems like something that didn't go through testing. Okay, no, we did not get Ruegal Alba here. Actually, I think it might have been here. Okay, let me just take some blood. So we can return to the city, teleport to the other one. I think now actually that it's there because the other ones also were between like areas. Not entirely sure, so that should be a question mark. Unfortunately, I took unnecessary damage, so I'm just gonna do that and also switch out the prayers so I don't accidentally teleport myself somewhere. Also, is there... Just looking for... Yeah, both Ruegal Alba and... Sarmiento and Centella basically have like a short period of invulnerability where you can't be hit after you parry, and Mea Culpa doesn't have that for some reason. Okay, you have a Bloodstone. Meaning if I just stand directly in front of you, can I not parry that? It kind of feels like you can't parry that. Ow. I jumped, I rolled into that. Right, so I don't think you can parry that, however, he has a really easy pattern to dodge. So I'm gonna do that instead. He also doesn't nearly move as much as the other one. So I'm just gonna cast my Caster Boy. Where the fuck did you go? I'm basically just stop attacking so I can see what he does. Because the effect of Medidere Destreza is currently my biggest issue. That I can't see the enemy behind it. To be honest, it feels kinda good to use this weapon again. It's my favorite still. Even though Mea Culpa is, well, Mea Culpa, and kind of more relevant story-wise. I dodged into that again. Have a heal. He really likes doing that right now. He can actually just continue with that. Ow. Have a heal. Okay, you really need to stand close to him. Fuck! Dodged too late. Should be easily possible though. Just occasionally rip myself of guilt. Alright, let's try one again. I do like when he does the prayer, because that means I can just hit him a lot. If I actually look into the correct direction. Right, just hit him. Alright, time to cast the lightning as well. So, back to the city. For Sarmiento and Centella, I know where it is. It's in the Palace of the Embroideries. Here to the right. Similar to... I think going from the Choir of Thorns might actually be faster. From here. Nope, thank you. Ah shit, I have to fight them. I'm hearing the bell. I have the question mark still active. I don't know where the secret is. Haha, have sword blast. Or have sword, that's also fine. Okay. No clue if I can parry this guy. And I have a feeling that he'll also move more than the... I cannot parry this guy. And also his... Okay, I have to jump over that, I think. I do not think I can parry that. In which case I'm kind of wondering how exactly I want to deal damage.
Do you wish?
I think I'm just gonna try and ignore you. Well, couldn't ignore the spikes I jump into. Okay, damage during the lightning phase. Thank you for just spamming that. So that's the third one. What does that do though? To the city and then up to the tomb. Oh yeah, I'm still supposed to do the severed tower, aren't I? Completely forgot about that. He is not back again. Prayer of the Penitent One. Creates a projection that carries the same weapon as the Penitent One at the time of casting. Okay. But I feel like it's... Okay, that's actually... It costs a bunch. Okay, prayers at no response. Yeah, I think I need to just... In that case, I can also just go here. So, what can I do now? And I think the answer is go through the thorn areas. Which I'm gonna do before I continue with the severed tower. So... Icebound Mausoleum, right. That means I should be able to just do stuff there. Mea culpa, where's the first boy? He's down there. I assume that's mostly gonna be items. mark of the Preceptor. Oh, that's where you get the marks of martyrdom equivalent for mea culpa. I will definitely take the parry first. Right. Remove the boy. Stupid combat room. How do I even... Oh, I get up there like that. So that's just straight up a new room. I'm gonna ring you a bunch of times. I assume I'm going up. God damn it. Need to switch faster. Mark of the Preceptor. That was a really neat little movement thing. Combining basically all 3 movement abilities I have. Right, so you are done. Need to keep in mind that there is, if I go down there, that's where this lies. So let's go there. I think I marked this just because there was something. There was an empty room directly after the boss, I remember. Also, now we can see how strong this is. It's fine. Well, fuck you, Ghost. Do I go to the left? The thorns were up there. So this boy can be removed. I have the unfortunate feeling that most of the rewards here are just gonna be marks of the preceptors. Which would be a bit boring. But they kind of need them so you can upgrade Mea Culpa. So I understand why, it's just not great. Okay, pierce multiple, I don't need to go there. So next... Yeah, this is just gonna be a bunch of exploring, basically. Oh, well, not exploring, it's... I know where they are, like, mostly. So not a whole lot of exploring going on actually. I do wonder where the last sister is. Okay. Rondenia to the unyielding pledge. I also completely forgot. The stand whisper in honor of the unknown warrior who put his soul before the one who dared to turn his back on the miracle. And Rondenia invokes a shield that protects against frontal damage at the cost of fervor. A verse for the holiest of holies who watch over the anchorites or other fervently dedicated believers. So we got a sun to the left. No. Fuck you. Yeah, get me my fervor back. So where does this... I need to go up there. I have a feeling I know how to do that. Alright. Another mark of the Preceptor. So... this one's gone, this one's gone. I don't remember what I marked with the... oh, the boy ladder. But I also don't quite know how to get up to that. Oh, maybe from this side. If I just jump over. I think that is how you get there. I just need to be a bit more precise. Also, I'm pretty sure I need to use the air dash on the second screen. Alright. That's another mark. Get rid of the boy ladder marker there. And then I think that's most here. So back to the city. Also don't hear a bell. And then there was a bunch in the Choir of Thorns, I believe. There was apparently like only one in the Choir of Thorns. Or I forgot to mark the other ones. Well, there's one here. So let's go ahead and do that one. I also still hear that the secret. The sisters. This just looked suspicious. The sisters. For some it increases damage of mid-air attacks with any weapon. In the darkness of the closet, the two sisters clung to one another while their bodies trembled in fearful embrace. The air was thick with silence, broken only by the sound of their labored breathing. Outside stalked the unknown presence, its footsteps creaking on the wooden floor of the old orphanage. Right. I don't think I'm gonna bring that along, however, I can now remove the question mark. As well as the boy. Well, that fucking sucks. Alright, so you can just put yourself into another thorn and immediately take the damage from that, which does force you to go back down. Why doesn't he grab? Rip her head off and feed it to the owl. So I actually need to be careful of where I go. What do? You open that. You open that. Both of which look like an absolute pain to get to. Fuck. No. That was weird. Yeah, I attacked. I thought I shot my projectile. I shot my shot too early. Now I think about it, it's kind of weird that the mid-air attack buff statue is for the one weapon that is really bad at mid-air attacks. I don't even know how to get to this one yet. Alright. That's at least one success. That was really stupid. I once again dodged into the thorns instead of using the mea culpa ability. Alright, let's see if we can get to the left one. Yes. Yes, we can. Okay. So I need to be low enough that I can dodge through. That I can dodge below it and then jump up with the mea culpa while not taking damage from the spikes, like here. Here. Well, the spikes are a bit fucky here. I think because they're not intended to be instant kills in the base game, they kind of break when they actually instant kill you while you use some other movement. At least it feels that way. They also apparently have a higher hitbox than I anticipated. Also, regarding again the movement of the game, I feel like they did a lot better movement abilities. Like in the first, I have talked about this already. I do not like that they just have double jump. Okay, do not miss. That they just added double jump and air dash comparatively to the first one's rather creative movement abilities in the blood platforms and the routes and such. However, after thinking about it a little bit, I feel like they have creative ways of movement. They just link them to the weapons. Which does make sense. Like, the bell. Like, while ghost platforms that you need to activate via a switch or something aren't necessarily unique, the doing it with the bell that you have to hit with a weapon instead of just a switch makes it a little bit more unique. Okay, that's a mark of the Preceptor. Ring up. Kill him. Or actually, I think that's a her. And this gate is now open. Wonderful. So, like, I don't think I've ever seen a movement ability in any game that I personally played, I need to add, that kinda really mirrors this ability. Well, it was still active. I thought it would have switched back. Same with the... To be fair, it's mostly just games I've played, so I don't know if they exist anywhere, I just haven't seen them. But same with the... Sarmiento and Centella mirrors. I think the difficulty with like these unique movement abilities that you have to use specific relics for is of course that if you don't, that you need to also create separate specific levels for it, which might be difficult. Also, this guy is in a really bad position for me. Can't really dodge his attacks on this small platform. Eat her. So yeah, the more I think about it, the movement abilities, the general movement abilities of double jump, air dash are still a bit boring, but the weapons kind of make up for it. Just gonna dodge you then. also mark of the Preceptor. But we can also continue to the right, which goes back there. So that's probably also opening a gate. Make it the explodey one. Then the lounge creates a wave of increased mystical damage to perform the weight of justice. Right. Heavy attack increases holy wrath damage inflicted. That is just the exact same attack as in the first one. Holy wrath. So this gate is now open. Next boy is up there, meaning I'm gonna go back to the cellar. I'm gonna need to confess at some point. And then we go to here. I should maybe actually kill people. Just so I can get my... Tears of Atonement back. And use them to confess. Also, which rosaries do I have equipped? I do have the Charm equipped, I do have the Tears of Atonement equipped, okay. Holy Wrath! Oh, thank you. I think that gives additional Marks of Martyrdom as well. When, not Marks of Martyrdom, Tears of Atonement if you do that. Take him out. To the right, there's the hand portal. I could have just used it now I think about it. And then the boys on the left. Fuck. I didn't want to jump up. Okay. I think I'm gonna go to the city and then just use the hand portal because that's kind of what it's there for. To the city. City of the Blessed Name. Hand portal. To here. You can't curse me because you can't see me. Executed. Alright. Don't really need to do anything here. Great, my Tears of Atonement. Actually make it through this time. Well, I don't like that at all. This is, again, just all of the movement abilities combined. Which is always kind of neat. Alright, so I need to go over the glass, then hit the mirror, switch to Veredicto, hit the bell. Should be possible. And then that's the side that opens the gate. Yeah, okay. Get my health. Oh no, I don't have the execution health regeneration equipped, do I? Alright, don't fuck this up now. Wonderful. I could have just gone down. I'm an idiot, it could have just gone down. It got... whatever. The boy is gone. Mark of the Preceptor. I do like that these marks are basically just like movement checks instead of combat checks. Alright, so this gate is open. Back to the city. Can I actually confess? I think it's like, what, 3,600?
Do you?
Yes. Do I? Question mark. Cursed letter, page 1. Page 1 of the letter of the nameless one. Unfinished lullaby. So that is still pending. There's a question mark, there's a question mark. There's a thorn, so down to the word of the three knots. Yeah. Not of the three words, the other way around. Give him my gold. 4 lumps of gold are missing. You have acquired Traitor's Gaze, which I already have. And the Traitor's Gaze does what again? Resistance to projectiles, okay. God damn it. For some reason I always just stop way too short before I actually hit the wall. And then fall down again. And I need to stop that. Stop. Bye. So here I just got, I think, like, Benedicto probably. Well, fucked up that jump. Okay, so there should be a thorns right now. here, yes. So this boy is done. Mark of the Preceptor. And then that one's done. And then there's boys up in the Labyrinth of the Tides. Travel between Predieu to here. Oh wait, I think I just have a shortcut, I don't need to do that. Yep. Fuck you. Apparently the projectile does deal immense damage. Yeah, the projectile apparently just deals stupid amounts of damage. Well, need to keep in mind that I need to turn around. Then on the other hand, I can just skip these again. However, I think I want to kill them just because they're cheap Tears of Atonement. Wonderful. The projectile is just absolutely slicing through them. Oh yeah, I can do that now. So first open that gate. Then we can go here. Oh yeah, this looks like a movement thing again. Okay, not too difficult though. So that is this boy done, as well as this gate. The gate on the left, not yet, but I think I'll probably get through it with this boy. I have still no clue how to get there. So, back to the city. Travel to here again. Oh, I'm an idiot, I can't just do that. Of course I can't just do that. This really looks like a hidden wall. However, I don't hear a bell here, so this is just... Have you forgotten that I have a projectile now? A really good one, I thought. But yeah, this is basically just a blood bullet from the first game. Just gonna have to dodge him. Alright, not too difficult of a combat arena. I think the combat arena is more difficult. Already granted Pravian of the Golden Dawn. Wait, I've been here already? Really? Huh. No. I go up and then to the left. I still love it, it just feels great. Nope. Oh, you're the mud key. You're the mud key area. No. Ooh, that was close. Alright, and here is the boy. These jumps over thorns are really not good for me. That opens this gate. Also, good morning. I feel okay. I can go there with the thorns. Up there is. I don't hear the bell, so the thorns it is. No. Okay, again, just a mark. But there is more space to the right, isn't there? Is there? No, there isn't. Gate. So this gate is now open as well. This is still the where the galley figure, the figurehead is. Sunken Cathedral. Right. In that case, now I think I'll go to the Severed Tower. And then to Two Moons. Equip me the thief. I'm just gonna hit people with mea culpa, like. Travel between pre-due. Let me actually check. So I've done up there. Okay, I could do the air dash things here, so let's go do them. There's also thorns up here, and I have not marked them, and I do not know why. I have the distinct feeling that the Holy Wrath is not fast enough. However, just hitting him with the projectiles kind of deals more damage anyway. Miniature pincushion. Which is new. I hadn't had that before. Significantly reduces the damage of traps and falls, which is completely irrelevant because I have that they instantly kill me. I'll rip his wings off. Also, does he have 3 wings? No, I need to go up, not down. How do I get up? Ah. Isn't all of his attacks technically just combat contact damage? I still need to look at the climb as well if there is a boy. As Calabog has mentioned in the comments. Okay, to the right here. There is... Yeah, I didn't have the air dash back then. Kill it. Yeah, he has a wing growing out of his face. Alright. You die. You deal 3 damage with a fucking head, holy shit. So then I need to go high enough to get to the... Which I can very easily do. And that's a lump of gold. So I think that's that room. Yep, that's that room in its entirety. Get me some fervor. Back to the city. Then travel again to here to do that boy ladder. Which I'm pretty sure just opens up to the gate to the previous area. Holy shit, the projectile's actually just stopping. And this is, there I go through the boy tower. That I reach via the boy tower. I'm at the right height. As well as the oil of holy oil of everlasting anointment. What is this? Vial of consecrated oil. The priests commission perfumers to make oil to anoint the weapons of soldiers in battle size to bless their souls and increase their morale. So that is for a quest somewhere. Also, you are done. And you are done. So let's see if we can find a boy. I saw the boy. Oh, there's also an item there. How many boys am I at now? 800 Tears of Atonement. And then there's nothing else there. Is there anything on the left side? Let's just go ahead and see. That's a no. Okay, you go from there to... Huh. I feel like this tower isn't actually as high as the map makes it look like. Yeah, to here there is an air dash, there is the boy ladder. No. So the projectile from Mea Culpa is, I believe, mystical damage. So it is also reduced. It is not specifically blood type damage as in the previous one, though I believe it also said mystical damage. It just was a blood type attack. Yeah, then we need the boy ladder and then the air dash. Move that down. The Mercy. That one's also new. Let's see what he does. The Mercy. Where he at? There he is. The Mercy. Increase the damage inflicted by the final attack of a combo with any weapon. Ooh! In the gloom of the cathedral, a beggar on his knees extended his trembling hands outward toward the passing bishop. His eye, cloudy with despair, fixated upon the imposing figure who overshadowed the beggar with its presence. "Have mercy on me, please, your excellency," he begged with a broken voice, clinging to the edges of the purple cassock that caressed the cold marble. The bishop, whose stern countenance betrayed no shadow of compassion, looked with disdain upon the man who had dared to sully his sacred vestments. "Get your hands off me, pauper," he snapped coldly, his voice echoing through the Gothic arches. He forcefully removed the hands that were clinging to him and continued on his way, leaving behind an echo of hurtful words in the torn soul of the beggar in the shadow of the great temple. Doesn't sound all that merciful, to be honest. We have done this and this. The Cathedral of the Five Doves, I don't think I can do anything. I have done this. These are the various areas. Where I feel like something could be. Right, then, to the Severed Tower. However, before I go to the Severed Tower, I do the boy ladder on the left. The preview here in the Severed Tower is just the closest. Also, I've got this boy, I got that boy. Wonderful. Over here. They tell me to go to the left, so to the left I go. That is a wax seed. Kill him. I'm just gonna teleport back to the city and then to the preview. I don't like moving. If I could teleport, I would teleport everywhere. There is a secret to the left and then up. I think it's to the left and then up, it's to the left and then up. Oh wait, I should switch my prayers again. Oh, we can now try. Actually, I'm gonna try this one. Right, so that one I feel like... you need to just be directly next to it, which kind of defeats the purpose. Read a boy. We are at 29 out of 33. So this secret is done. I feel like I should equip that statue that gives... I can't just like do that, or I just skip them, whatever. I should equip the statue that gives you the combo damage. Up here. How did I survive that? Well, I'll take it. Fuck you. And fuck you. The projectile has more range as well as expected. There is no secret here, at least it doesn't ring. Oh, I thought you died already. This also really looks like it should be a hidden room. Oh, there's the boiler door. Right, this goes to the secret entombments, I think. Nope, that's a combat arena. Oh, it has a different sound cue for hitting with parry and not hitting with parry. With a good parry. You are such an annoying enemy. Fuck. Only having 8 health orbs here, not ideal. I think going from the upper... well, first of all, altarpiece of favors. Switch you to this guy. Then travel between complete you. I think going from up here is just faster. I hear the bell. For a secret. Before I go there... ow. We do this one again. I'm pretty sure I've already had this item once. I cannot cast this upward. Also, this really looks like Chrysantha. Without assistance, you are a lot weaker. Wonderful. And I get an empty receptacle, which I can't use. Regardless. So the boiler here is done. Then back up. I have no clue where the secret room is in this. I should maybe just go ahead and check, but it's not there. It's not here. There's nothing there. Or here. Generally, if Veredicto doesn't hit it, it's kind of not there. Or maybe it's just the door itself. Or maybe... No. I kind of have to think it's the door then. Fuck. It's also not there. Yeah, if Veredicto doesn't hit it, it's not in the floor, I don't think. Okay, this goes to Santa Vigilia, which actually I can do. So let's go ahead and do that. Couldn't do that last time I all the birds I did. Last time I couldn't do that because I didn't have Mea Culpa. So now I have Mea Culpa. I can go through the thorns down there. Also today I only start volunteering at 4 PM. So I do have a few hours time before I go. Slice them. Holy shit, that does good amounts of damage. I kinda wanna see what the other two look like. So specifically like Ruego Alba does a little spin. Ow. What does this look like? Also does a spin. I think I'll need the sword back here. No, I don't. A lump of gold. I think with this I need 2 more lumps of gold. I already know how this one looks like. It's also a stab at day. No. close. Haha! Fuck you. These two again, as long as I'm not touching the floor, they're really not that difficult. Alright. There is more over here. And a preview. Perfect. That really does look like Chrysantha. I'm pretty sure it is Chrysantha. But why is this here? Regardless, I think I'm gonna go down first. Oh. So what do? You move this one up for a short amount of time. Close one. Which gives me a mark of the Preceptor. That is fine then. I think you need to look like that. Because then we can go to the right as well. Which does open up a gate apparently. Above. Yeah, so that's how I can get back down. That's the second to last lump of gold. And that's another mark of the Preceptor. Wonderful. I don't think there's anything else to get here, at least I didn't see anything. I have another save. Let's see, can we... Like, Mea Culpa is nearly done. Oh, do a little spin. Do a little trick. Oh wait, I need to go higher. Of course I get hit by the fucking cannonball again. Is there anything down there except death? Doesn't look like it. And then there I can get down again, technically, if I'd want to. I don't think I want to, though. I see... Can I damage you through this? No, I cannot. Well, we're just gonna take that as we get it. Hehehe. Alright, have a heal. Fuck you. Okay, to the right then. Take the Bird Express. Open up the gate. Oh, this is here. And that should be the last lump of gold. This Bird Express goes there. I'm done here. There is technically something above this period, which, to do that, I can actually just go there. And that should then be Santa Vigilia done, I think. Here. I think I need to come in from the top. So from there. Meaning I'm just gonna go to the next period. Or to this one. I think that one's easier. Also, it is nice to see that the projectile has actually changed with the upgrade. That is very nice. And then I just go down as far as I can. Without dying, preferably. However, I do have a bunch of shortcuts, don't I? So... And this, I think, is probably just a shortcut back to the Priadur. So, not much there. Travel between. Go to the Knot of the Three Words. Where is it? Here. And fill it up with gold. Oh, I'm still missing. No, I have all. Yeah, wonderful. And he's back. No, he isn't. The Liberated. That is one of the dancer figures, is it? Sierra, so no, the Liberated allows Mea Culpa to interact with mirrors and bells. That's getting equipped immediately. Yeah. How's this one? Mea Culpa, just all Mea Culpa. I have all of the Mea Culpa stuff itself, so the block window is good, critical chance is good, mid-air attacks with any weapons is good. So you can now do everything, as you should. There is something to the left, which I think is there just a bell? Labyrinth of the Tides. There is not a bell. Why have I marked this? Well, whatever. Travel between Priadieu. Alright. Up the Severed Tower, then. Actually, let's go to the St. Cathedral first and do the boilers there. This is, yeah, that's the one. Wonderful. I sliced it there. So that opens that door. There is another boiler though. If I go to the right. Okay. 3 hits for that guy. I'll love it. Stupid fish lady. Okay, that's just an item I already had. Wonderful. So, boiler here is done. I think... was there a bell there? Okay, 1 hit is enough to kill this guy. With the projectiles. Down, further down. I don't hear the bell here. So I assume this one's done. Alright, back up. Very good parry. Alright, to the left. I never thought about just jumping over them. I guess in most cases it's not really possible because they're kind of like standing in the doorways. But yeah, never really thought of that. These guys also die in 1 hit. I have the bell equipped, right? Yeah, I have the charm equipped. So to the left we have the daughter. I'm just looking if I see. Let me just go ahead and equip the bell. But I don't see any Mark of the Twisted in this room. Then to the right. Ow. Should have maybe healed before I did that. The projectile might actually just be the highest damage in the entire moveset here. I also don't really hear the chime here, so I assume that was the door. I assume that was the door to the left, maybe, I don't know. Regardless, travel to Priedieu. And now we're actually gonna do the Severed Tower. Even though I still have no clue why there's a bell here. Switch to you and you. Perfect. Don't really hear a bell right now. Ah. I stood up into that. Also, a new game released recently called Barrage, which, if you've never played that, I'd recommend it. It's a really fun worker placement board game. Which they, and with I released, I mean a digital version released. Not that the game itself released, because the game is like, it's been out for a while. Okay, I may want to clear the room of enemies before I try for the door. I think behind the door is just the guy wanting wax seeds. No, not this time. Okay, that's the hand portal. I used the gauge so little that I forgot how to trigger it. Okay, yeah, you dive first. As do you. Alright, and we clear the enemies up here. Can I... I don't know if those enemies respawn. The weird wax boys. If they do, I'm just gonna jump over. But yeah, they released a digital version of that game on Steam. Looking forward to play that if I had like people to play it with.
Penitent my for I can there is finding.
How many wax sisters do you need?
Call.
Also, how many wax seeds do I have?
Call.
Would be better if he didn't interrupt me after every time.
Call.
Also, how many wax seeds do I have? I'm just button mashing through this because
Call.
it's annoying that there isn't a bulk option. Alright, so 4 are planted. Looks like it could be about 6. Okay, so you still need to hit it with the sword and not the projectile. Also, the projectile... It feels like there is a different projectile for floor and air. So this goes to the Sacred Entombments, I think. Ow. There we go. Actually just used that. Oh, it actually did clear some guilt. I think it actually cleared me completely off of guilt. Because I'm now at 0 guilt. Yeah, I'm at 0 guilt. That is very nice. Alright, so this gate is open. Votive offering claimed by Rust. Pretty sure I did this. Yeah. I don't hear the bell either. So I'm assuming that this one's just done. Oh, this is where, right, where the boys left me, where the boys let me. The procession. Oh, that actually gives me a little bit of invulnerability. That's very nice. I hear a bell, so mark it with a question mark. Found it. That's all the hidden Kobihadas? Is that how you pronounce that? Meaning we'll have a tribute to honor. Soon. I'm just gonna have to have a heal. It also increases the strength of Mea Culpa during the gauge phase, I'm pretty sure. Alright, got rid of all the enemies. Now I can just, well, not really necessary, I already have the item. Which in that case is probably just a Marks of Martyrdom or a Tears of Atonement. Just do it to have it triggered. Okay. Wonderful. Open that gate. I think that's just linking back, yeah. So, what I think I'm gonna do is just skip these, go to the prie-dieu above. Have a heal so I don't die to the fireball boy. And then I'll just go first off, tribute to honor. Go get whatever the 4th upgrade is.
Tribute to honor.
12,500. Kobihada Maya.
Sister for a journey.
Talking about a very far journey. So I assume this just gave me... I assume this just gave me the... I assume this just gave me the figure, which... Let us see what that does. Kobiharama automatically regenerates health. Go now, my sisters, let the miracle lead you to the darkest corners of this forsaken land, as only in there you will find the greatest secrets. So, health regeneration could be useful. Just trying to rearrange my mouse pad here. And automatically regenerates health. If I can keep away from an enemy, that's not bad. I don't think I need the dodging cooldown. Right, then. Next. Yeah, Saboteur. Let's go fight the Screaming Gallery. And then I think the secret is actually just the boss gate door. This guy could actually be annoying. Yeah. Because of that. Ow. Have a heal. I will not allow you to heal. Ah, fuck. Now I think about it, the health regeneration is probably really, really minor. Down I go. Okay, the worms are a problem. I need to dodge those very far. Yeah, having this little health is probably the most limiting factor. for this entire basically play through the New Game Plus. Didn't actually expect the health to be this much of a problem. Not having fervor most of the time is also annoying, but dealable. That's a real problem. That's a real problem. He does fire and toxic. So let's just equip the big fire resistance, the medium fire resistance, which is I believe the first one, and then the miasma resistance, and the miasma resistance. Where is it? There it is. And then we'll just add the... Where is the big all resistances? There it is. Let's see if it goes better with that. I should actually just use my prayer. No. Gonna have to have a heal here. That phase is probably the most dangerous one, just straight up. I feel like this is the real face of the Synodo. Alright, worms. One and two. This guy again. That phase is entirely new to me. But also probably the easiest. Is he just gonna stand there? Key of the council.
The gaze of an It took name more than that. For the shape of a heart. Oh, innocent. You madeth the mirage. 'Twas then that
The vote?
dove, who borrows
And then 2 moons. So, I, if I recall correctly, have asked her for assistance on every boss where she showed up. Meaning I hope that she in this time is not dead and I can help her. Or otherwise she can help me with the boss, I guess. I like how the screaming gallery in the background is still alive. Alright. Right, check if... Is the bell still active? No. Hello.
penitent one. You emerge from the tower that has always cast your eye.
You have a wax seed of earning tears of time and breaking an object.
Until our path.
I need like 800 for those. That's actually the repose here. How do I get there? I feel like I might have missed some way. I'm just gonna kill enough to go grab... Yeah, I might have missed like some hidden room somewhere. Is that 800? No, it's not. No, if I can just go out and go back in. $88 more. That is enough. So we will cast our eyes upon the shop window.
Blessed, feast your eye. We have pray, come back.
Alright, the prisoner. Which is probably a general one. Yeah. The prisoner grants the possibility of earning tears of atonement when breaking an object. The Inquisitor, his gaze unrelented, pronounced the words that would seal the prisoner's fate. You will remain here, chained beneath the blade, until one of the crowd assembled dares to be your executioner. Your life hangs by an invisible thread sustained by the public's indecision. They will decide when you will take your last breath, and yet no one dared to step forward. Some, plagued by fear and doubt, tried approaching the chopping block. However, fear paralyzed them, and they inevitably retreated, unable to carry out their sentence. Far from a mercy, their weight became agonizing to the condemned. The prisoner, with wild eyes, cried out to those around him. His desperate screams echoed in the air, but the crowd remained motionless. In desperation, the prisoner insulted them, broke them, damned them, but his words fell on deaf ears. The Inquisitors departed. The crowd also dispersed, as if the tragedy had lost its hold on them. Only the prisoner was left there, chained. The miracle, in an act of cruel benevolence, had touched him. He no longer felt thirst or hunger, just a gnawing desperation eating away at his soul. Time passed mercilessly. The prisoner, in his isolation, soon forgot how he had earned this sentence. He simply longed for the end of his nightmare, that someone, out of compassion or cruelty, would dare to free him from his existence, suspended between life and death. So that is actually just a prisoner back in the Icebound Mausoleum. Right, so how exactly do I get to the other side of that gate from here. That gate up there. How exactly do I get there? I'm pretty sure I've been there once already in my normal new game run. But I don't remember how. Yeah, I think Santa Vigilia is just done. Alright, let's go through the sacred entombments once more and see if we can find however we get there. I forgot to equip the bell again. But that was... After thinking about it a little bit, that was kind of obvious. Alright, Tears of Atonement and Tears of Atonement. And then we'll just have the two most common ones, which are... Oh well, like physical and then just elemental general damage, resistance. Yeah, this was actually so early that you weren't actually expected to have any movement abilities. Of course, it still explode. Okay. I'm pretty sure I already have whatever's in there. Carcerella of Tender Relief, yeah. Back to the city. Does the hand have new items for me? Well, none that I can afford, that much I know. Oh, she's just gone. Okay. Alright, we have that. Then... do you have something for me? I think I might actually just go to the Streets of Wakes. Because I can do the next... Well, I'm just gonna check with the shopkeeper first. See if he has anything which I might want to buy later. The damage of the projectile is really good.
Voila.
Anything more to say?
And so there was no one's the fearful
No.
stand. It oh death.
I have a feeling that might actually be the old woman that we fight the arenas in. So I'm gonna go do that and then come back and talk with him again. Alright, the last vigil.
May the bell and we shall sing.
Alright. That guy in the Weird Iron Maiden actually just straight up a problem. Alright. Kill the floating coffins first. Haha! I haven't seen these purple boys before, actually. Yeah, okay, the guys with wheels just die as collateral damage. Also, I just realized that the projectile can hit this guy specifically multiple times. Oh, both of them. Projectile gaming. Okay, one is dead and then the second one is not nearly as difficult. Lebesh. Which is the second with the...
Now you have with those who seek forgiveness, with the falsely afflicted and
And now, she's alone. Alright, so Lebesh is... Increase the critical chance. You heard above, third verse. Child made a wish, she willed the clouds in the sky to assume the appearance had been insinuated to his eyes, to become a symbol, a sign, an icon of the suffering that ravaged this ancient land. So everyone could be the witness the same sort of experience. So everyone could know they were not alone. And then I believe I have... here, so here. First, the knowledge. Okay, so they actually form a verse. Do I have a fervent wish? A fervent kiss? No. I do have one more wax seed, but I'm assuming I need a sixth one. There is some way to get past this door.
Bestow upon me.
And I think I need a last fervent wish. I have given him 4, if I recall correctly. So the 5th one would be, because I also have given 5 chalices and 5 receptacles. So I assume it's also 5 fervent wishes. Fervent kisses. Anything you to say?
And so there was no one, the fearful...
No.
It was... Oh, death. For now.
Alright. So you have nothing new for me? Where else can I go then? Is there anything I still need to explore? The boy tower. I think you are basically done. This I've done. I've actually never been down there, huh? Right, let's go do that then. I do want, if possible, 100% map completion at the end of this. No. Alright, and then down there, but how do I get down there from the right? From the right. Well, first attempt, not successful. I don't actually know what's down there. I assume there's the last preceptor mark. Well, that didn't go great. I tried to jump over them, but apparently I didn't get enough height or distance. Either of them, actually. And... yep, Mark of the Preceptor. Which should be the last one needed. Unlock the true power of mea culpa. I'm still not done with Verdict though. And I kinda have the feeling that I won't be. I'm actually just gonna... between preview. Right, so what do I still need to do? There is still an area. So let's go there. The prison. So apparently you can free him somehow, I guess. Yeah, this is an empty room, which I feel like there's some story. To my right. So that's just a separate way to go there, okay. Is there anything here then? Not really. Actually, probably an easier way to go there. I should actually just clear. I've done this. I've done this. I still have the fear that I just missed some marks somewhere, like I forgot to set them. I've done this. I just forgot to set some marks somewhere. And I'll never find them again. I've done this. That's the wax man. But no, I think I'm mostly done, so... on to 2 moons. And also, I'm gonna leave it there, because I don't know if there is still something. It rings. Does it still ring now? Doesn't sound like it. Oh boy, they are already annoying as hell. So there is a secret in here. This guy can just kill before he hits me. Destroy all the mirrors. Oh, that has more reach than I thought it would have. This could, yeah. Let's do it again. I'm just thinking right now if there is any shop I know of that I haven't bought out yet. Or if I can just go ham with the, if I can just go ham with the Tears of Atonement now. And confess basically everything. I should equip the one that increases the effect of my battle flasks. Because I have the feeling that it is kind of needed. Alright, so this... The Mea Culpa 4th attack has the same issue as the Ruegal Alba 4th attack. In that it just... kind of... has way too high of a recovery window afterwards. just gonna go above. Ow. Close one. I don't know if he would have dealt enough damage to kill me, but I'd rather not risk it. Oh boy, it's these two assholes. Hate those guys. Stupid palanquin guys. Oh, is this called a palanquin? I think it's called a palanquin. So this is the left exit. And it is no longer ringing. Right, that's good then, that's fine. I hear a secret. Unfortunately, I cannot trigger that from here. Can I? It's not just the ceiling, is it? No. Yeah. Sneezing. It's always annoying. Yeah. You back again. I like the moveset. Also, yeah, it's fully upgraded. And I don't have enough marks of martyrdom. Like, I need like 8 more marks of martyrdom and I have no clue where to get those. Why did you do that again? Okay, up I go then. And there's a secret somewhere. Probably behind that very conspicuous wall. Do the right first. Also, the ringing stopped. Kill first. So this guy will just have to kill from up there. This is Pure Tears. We already have those. No. Okay, to the left. I hear some ringing. Which, yeah, is I think this. Because I need it high enough and I need to unlock the... Stop. You have a very exposed back. What you might want to know. So there is... Nah, I have to do it like this. Not too difficult. Sphere kissed by the storm. This would probably really suck to walk on, actually. And to progress I need this on the bottom. So I can actually go up. And then, after I've unlocked the other path in... I need to... put it on the middle so I can then use the other path. Go up, out. Okay, I cannot go through both of them at once. Good to know. Put it to the middle. Come via the back path. Two, three. Only two? Oh, two. Again, only two. Oh, there's a boy! Slice them. Why do you not take damage? It didn't take damage for the first two hits I did. You do not go up. That means I probably need Veredicto actually for the range. So you cannot do everything with exclusively mea culpa. So this is, however, basically a dead end. I'll need to come back here later. Ow. And okay, here I need to come in from the other side as well. Ah. Okay, this is where I'd go later then. No. To unlock the secret, well, not so secret door. The fuck you mean you fell through the floor? What? You can't do that? So you just go and die. Okay. Another preview. Perfect.
Penitent one, we approach our meeting with the lady.
So we did actually do enough fights with her.
My spear is not ready. It needs one last blessing. I need your help to find the holy oil with which I shall anoint my ornate spear.
Guess what I have?
Then the lady's untruths will be weak to the thrusts of my spear. My lance already shines with the oil's glow. I feel my search coming to an end. Mistress of lies, craftswoman of evil shadows, I know you dwell in these galleries, behind treacherous mirrors. My spear is now ready to carry you to your one true grave. Penitent one, will you join me at last? There you...
Of course, I can't really go there yet. So this one's already broken. And it's also on the ceiling showing, giving you a subtle clue that this is what you need to do on the other side. Also, do those respawn? No. Okay. It's the poison boy. The poison boy is not nearly as bad as the other two. I can see you up there. One, two, three. I think they do up to 4 of those attacks. This guy is the most annoying among them. Lightning definitely the most annoying among them. Alright, back down. Hello! I've got Mea Culpa and I've upgraded it to its maximum. They don't have nearly as much tracking as they had in the first game. Holy shit. I am tired. Mostly. This is basically, there isn't really any change here to the other one, to the previous one, so there's not a lot to talk about. I did get all of the stuff, all the quests to get the Spear Lady to join me instead of going on her own. So I wonder if anything happens if I get any other item there. Holy shit, this guy's annoying. I'm just gonna... grab that. I am happy that this enemy type isn't anywhere else. Otherwise, yeah, I've done the Mea Culpa quest. I got the spell at the end of Santa Vigilia. So I've basically done everything. I can't dodge through those. I've basically done everything I need to do to get to True End, or like NC. Or whatever it would be called. I just now need to fight through 2 moons, which appears to be an issue. Because of those guys. I'm also still working on the quest lines, on the other quest lines, that is. So I will maybe actually need to look up how to do those. Because I need to find where the big mirror is that I need to prostrate myself in front of. According to the sealed ladder. I assume it's here in 2 moons somewhere, but that's merely an assumption. Just ring the bell. Use the mirror. Oh no, I need to go in from the other side, right? Ring it a few times. Wonderful. That's another preview. I think the mirror should be soon. Wrong direction. I do like Mea Culpa though. That is the 6th wax seed. Alright. That hit. I was so low on health. Hey, whatever. I've unlocked the door. So, what I can do now is confess.
Do you wish?
I don't think I need my Tears of Atonement for anything else. So, travel between Prie-Dieu. Where is 2 moons? There is 2 moons. I need to get there. So, this one. I think it's... No, I think it's actually this one, isn't it? So I need to get there, so actually, yeah. Ah, fuck. I'm once again directionally challenged. Whenever it comes to looking at maps. But yeah, I'm mostly done with the game now, I think. I need the 2 additional figures. For... What is it called? Ending B. So, the ending where you go through the door with the 4 cloaked figures. And I don't actually know where to get those. So that's gonna be a challenge to find. Right, so I need to go up here. Got it. I need to go up here, activate, switch to the middle world, have a little sip. Move you to about here, then go back up. Otherwise, I do have a little bit of a stuffy nose at times. So I do be mutant now and then. You can execute those guys? I didn't know. So now I need to go to this one. Meaning we go back. Nope. Nope. Fuck you though. Stupid reskin. To the preview. And then up here. To the right, down, left. Then down and left again. I am trying to get a like 100% map completion. Now I go. Where do I go? I go up. This time you do not kill me. Just gonna ignore that enemy. Because I need to go, yeah, up here. Mea culpa is great. Mea culpa is great. I am not. And that is a fervent kiss. Which is, I believe, the last fervent kiss I need. So I'm gonna hand that in immediately. And then come back here. Or I see, if the door opens, I'll see what's behind the door. But I think that's the last fervent kiss I can give him. Has increased.
Oh, penitent one.
That was the last one, yeah.
Ignorance. By virtue of my assistance and steely divine will, your further has reached its maximum capacity. You are free. Take your ungrateful
Like through this door? Door is locked.
Take your ungrateful.
How do I get through this door? Anyway, that's the fervor. Still gonna have to check how I get through the door at some point, I guess. So back to Two Moons. I've got the secret. I need to go to the left here. So we shall go do that. Also, switch me my miracles around again. ring the bell. I'm gonna leave this mirror be for now. Okay, no wait, this is where I break it, I believe. I can't go back, okay. That's the Lady of the Lake. And now the mirror should be broken. Well, the door is broken. Yeah, that's the boss arena. Where did he hold his lantern there? I do love that I don't have to switch between weapons. That is very nice little quality of life. Oh, you can't get up here. Ah, that's fine. Break this, however. I'm gonna go back to the mirror room. Okay. And see if I can do anything with that mirror or if it's broken now. Travel between mirror room is easiest from here. Okay. Go back up. This is the biggest mirror I feel is around. But what do I do here? Ha! Got it. Wonderful. Sealed envelope number 2. And seeking some quiet corner in which to reflect upon my sins, I stumbled across a seemingly abandoned, ancient, and sacred place. Within it, a great pit lay before me, over which I stood until a sudden breeze emanating from the dark void startled me. This gust of wind that bore aloft delicate violet petals forewarned the coming of a terrible scream, a horrifying wail that chilled my skin and paralyzed my very being. What tortured soul could scream in such a way? Violet petals, horrifying wail that chilled my skin and paralyzed my very being. Who screams here? I need first of all like a great pit. I feel like that would be down here somewhere. There is no great pit above the prisoner. There is no great pit here. That is the one cradling her child. Is there a great pit here? Not really. I honestly have a feeling like this scream could have been like the Sentry of the Emery. Otherwise, great pit with the violet petals. I have a feeling that's on Beneath Her Sacred Grounds. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just fight the boss here. So, to there I go. Where have I seen violet petals anywhere in the game yet? I don't actually think so. I can go further down. First, take contact damage. I do like that they don't have as bullshit tracking as they had in the first game. The boy! 31 out of 33. Okay, then I think the boss is actually the last thing I have to do here. Do I do this today? Yeah, but I'm gonna be AFK for a second. Alright, I'll just take the blight here and this one. Travel to the boss room. Oh, as close to the boss room as I can get. Alright, let's see if I can do it in one. There the lady is. She was mostly just projectile spam if I recall correctly. And the shit, right, I forgot. Annoying to dodge that. Thankfully, I do have projectiles of my own. Ow. I am officially out of health. Okay, her starting that attack while I'm directly in her is annoying as well. Right, so confirmed, not first try. Unfortunate. But I think we can live with that. Thankfully the boss runs are really not that hard in this game. avoid her attacks or anything. Have another heal. And there's a platform. Can you stop doing that specific attack, please? Alright, sit down. Have another heal. Okay. I think I need to focus on dodging there and hope that the spear lady does her job of killing the lady she's actually trying to kill. Have a bell. Yeah, just hit it with the projectiles whenever I have it ready. Laser, okay. Got that. This shit again. Laser again. Feels like she does this the most, which is annoying because it's my least favorite. Can't even hit her with a projectile correctly. That was not the best timing. Like, she has a pattern in which she hits things. Oh, come on, I was under that. Okay. Second phase. Laser goes more than at least 3 times. Have a bell. Also, I didn't die over there. Once again, triggering an attack while I'm directly in her. Okay, play it. So yeah, I need to play it safe when she can use that. Laser. Touched into the. The fact that each of the projectiles just deals 4 damage and therefore can't two-shot me is what makes this attack so annoying. Okay, it deals 3 damage apparently. So, no clue what I'm on about. Alright, lightning. Lightning again. Oh, we are actually rather close at killing her now. Also, I didn't think I'm quieter than usual. Though I did actually work like 25 hours over the last 2 days. Which may not appear much to some people who are used to that time, but I'm not, because in Germany we do have labor protection laws. So, unless you're working in a very specific field that does like 24-hour shifts, you don't usually have that. Okay, lightning. The projectile in this phase really good. Okay. Well, that cost me 2 flasks immediately. You're allowed to attack her. Lightning 1, lightning 2, projectile. More lightning. More projectile. And laser. So she just gets quicker in this phase. In second phase, that attack just gets quicker. Okay, this uses the same the same, like, protection area both times. So I just need to stay here. No, I don't. Actually, just heal me. Oh, she did it! It was actually her spear that killed her.
The body of the lady lies before our victorious feet. Her curse and the curse of this place are lifted. My promise has been fulfilled by dint of your help, penitent one. Before continuing on your journey, first take this as a sign of our blessed bond.
Acquire Zachal of the cruelest thorn.
Farewell, penitent one, on the straightest of paths.
I already had that prayer, but I'll take it. Mirrored key. Wait. I wanna... It is actually the only one that is mirrored. Alright.
On this the relic I go soon. This shall be dove.
So I need the 4 figures with the clothes, with the not clothes, with the, like, I wouldn't call those clothes. With the, like, linen, threads, fabric. No hand today.
The resting time between the thundering beats hasten your step.
So I do need... I think I'll probably have to do the quests. However, to do them, I need to know how they work. Yes, confess. Then travel between you. You have new items. Let's see what you got for me. Let's see what that merchant got. And then I'm actually probably gonna quit for today. Down I go. Miss both of the enemies.
For now.
Oh, there's nothing in chat.
And so there was no... The fearful... It was... Oh, death.
Wait, then why does it show as... Then why did it show as new item? Regardless... Where is... Where is the pit with the petals? I believe it's probably down here somewhere. In beneath our sacred grounds. At least I hope it is. Because otherwise I'd have no clue. The only other clue is the scream, but the only one I knew who would scream maybe is the prisoner. And he does no longer scream. There are no violet petals here. There are no violet petals here. The violet petals were kind of relevant in the first game because they were everywhere where like something important is. For example, they were at the place where Mea Culpa was created. They were in the cathedral, yeah, where Mea Culpa was created. At the, like, that one lady in the cave, which I don't know if she's important, but she kind of felt important. I'm just thinking. You were relevant in the first game. You were relevant in the first game, but I don't see the sign of the Twisted on you. Gonna ring the bell anyway. Other areas. A great pit. With petals. Like, there are no petals, but this is the only great pit I can think of. Though it's not really a pit, it's just like a terrace. Where would violet petals be? I don't think I've seen any in the Crown of Towers. Also, I need a great pit. Oh, yeah, you're done. This is probably, like, if we just check map, what is the greatest pits? Like this area here? This one there? And this one here. So I'm just gonna look at those three. I don't think it has anything to do with the color of the map itself. Gonna start in Sacred Entombments. Like, I know for a fact it doesn't have to be an early game one. Yeah, I thought there wouldn't be any violet petals. It doesn't have to be an early game one. Because the mirror is basically the latest thing you can get. No violet petals now. I'll probably just look that up then. Probably just gonna look up all the side quests. For now, back to the town. There's actually one area I think it could be, and I'm just gonna check that. And specifically, there was a great pit in Profundo Lamento. However, there's an item there. Ah. 800 Tears of Atonement. Amazing. You still deal a just ludicrous amount of damage. However, so do I. So, something at least cries here. Or hums, depending on how you want to take that. Now I just need a great pit with violet petals. And I feel like I might know where one is. Apparently I do not know where one might be. Is it up there? There was basically an area with a grate at the floor. It's not here. And let's see if we can find it somewhere else. Like, this has petals. The problem is I can't really stand here as long as these guys are shooting at me. So go ahead and kill these guys. Too far. Like, this is the great pit. It just has a grate above it. But I feel like this is... It's not violet petals, but it is petals. Not sure. Just gonna stand here for a second. I didn't check how much time I was standing in the other area, in front of the mirror. But I don't think this is it. Nah, I don't think so. Also cannot hurt that flow. No violet petals anywhere. I feel like I have to find him the lullaby. Regardless. One last thing I'm gonna do today is deliver the wax seeds I still have to the wax baby man. Which from here is probably easiest. Just gonna ignore you. One further up. Wax seed. And then another wax seed.
Call.
This is the sixth one.
My child, you are now free from punishment. My body will melt and become one with this high tower that you can see from afar. And I will watch you from its battlements. Go with the sisters. My child, penitent one, pray, take this token of gratitude.
Remembrance of Cesario, okay.
Blessed be your heart.
Back out, back in. Only the child remains, okay. Turn in that remembrance.
I am at your...
Remembrance of Cesario. And we get the Selfless Father.
I have carved a new... May the miracle...
What do you do? Selfless Father. Yeah. Reduces the fervor cost of prayers. Ooh, that's actually really nice if I ever had any more than 0 fervor. The baby cried, screaming and thrashing in the arms of his father. Cesario, full of sadness and sorrow, sought in vain to calm his child, cradling him on his thick arms. He hungers, Cesario repeated to himself, his voice stained with guilt. The body of his wife lay beside him, as a terrible sickness had recently claimed her, brought on, or so Cesario believed, by some unfair and relentless divine punishment. Looking at her son, seeing how small and famished he was, Cesario entrusted himself to the will of the miracle, praying for a breastful with milk so he could save the baby's life. In desperation, he let grief guard his confused hands in an act of pained madness. He took a knife to his wife's corpse, severing her breast, and then with a threaded needle stitched it to his own chest. Is this what you demand of me? Is this what it takes for you to listen to my plea? Howled Cesario. And so it happened that, from the amputated breast, dropped a single tear of pale, creamy, gleaming liquid. The man, bewildered, held his child, and the babe was suckled. Cesario moved to wipe away his tears, and in that moment realized that his son now lay still, for he had turned into a statue of wax. Yeah, that ain't great. That ain't great. Right. I have no clue where the pit with the violet petals is. And I'm just gonna look it up. Probably also where the last 2 boys are. I'm just gonna look that up and then do that next time. Quest and collecting boys. And then go to the boy tower. And see what's at the top. For now, however, I hope you have a nice evening. I hope you have a good night. I hope you have a nice remaining day. And thank you for watching if you ever make it this far. And goodbye.